Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Thrawn's Revenge 3.2 preview playthrough as the Greater Maldrood. We have been taking Lumaya on a whirlwind tour of the Outer Rim. I think this is the Outer Rim, yeah. Outer Rimmy enough. And despite some near misses okay, that's the Mid-Rim, on Kashyyyk, we're still in possession of all of our heroes, I believe. So today is going to be a slightly shorter than usual episode because this afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern we are going to be streaming the first recordings of the Ariadu Authority playthrough over on twitch.tv/CoreyLoses. So I want to not overwhelm everyone with the EAW. The episodes from that will be coming up Saturday and Sunday. But our goal for now is to continue on with the conquest of this area. We want to take all these planets so that we can start moving north. The Empire has been moving into the core, though, and taking a lot of territory off the New Republic from that, which is a problem, because they are going to be approaching our legitimacy as well. I think Coruscant is worth 10, or is it 5? Coruscant is worth 10. So if they take that, we are going to be behind. So we'd have to probably just jump in and take it from them right after. So let's try to get through Bothawui first, and then we'll worry about that. Because we know they have a good, strong force at Chardaan, which Tavira was getting prepped for. We should be able to still use Tavira's fleet for it if we pull in some other resources. But let's send them in there. Our fleet's about to attack Commodore. Oh, they're coming in from Bothawui themselves. So let's get Tavira's fleet on the defensive, and we'll see what we can kill at Bothawui itself. Bothawui, I believe is technically the more correct way to do it.
Enemy forces ahead.
Okay, so it's a lot of frigates. But you know who else has a lot of frigates is us. Alright, let's get our anti-fighter around Traiton. Let's get our Altor there. And we'll drop in the back. They have some anti-fighter themselves, which means a little bit of point defense, but it doesn't look like it's the most point defense. So let's try to take out the Dauntless first. Paradox, you are going to go for some of those little ones. And our anti-fighter needs to protect us from all the bombs. Alright, stop there. Firing arcs for the Altor are still a little messy. A few things for the Altor are still a little messy. But it looks like most of our missiles are connecting over there. They don't have the coverage on the point defense at this juncture. Oh wait, we got that. We don't need to switch quite yet. Okay, now switch onto the Quasar. And let's try to keep as many of these active as we can. Alright, Paradox is in trouble. Everything I just said about keeping them alive. Alright, they have their own tender there. I think we are going to be okay on the fighter front. Let's try to move these up a bit more. And broadsides, get on that. I think the assault frigate is our biggest threat in the area, other than the fighters, but we can't use our turbo lasers as effectively against that. Let's just stay on these with that anti-fighter, and I'm going to move Pterodok back a little bit. He doesn't have engines anymore. You guys are still getting the shots in because they have no coverage on that side either. Alright, we can take out the Coronas before they get even more of their fighters in. We've taken out the Quasar, so some of those fighter losses will not be coming back. And I'm going to move the Altor farther in. starting to get some shields back. We don't have that much fighter defense. They need to come back. Alright, there we go. Broadside's just chunking away at their frigates on that side. And they're going to need to start shooting in towards this group soon. So we'll get around that by taking out some of these anti-fighters ourselves. And you can start taking out... Let's take out the Golan, actually. Okay, Pterodox survived. They have been mostly focusing on the Altor. Alright, have we killed most of their frigates? We have. Cool. Alright. Pterodox, you've got most of your hard points up still. That's good. And we can do powder weapons on them. Here, let's try to take out the CR-90s just in case they get in range. They're not in range of the missiles there, so they're not preventing any of the damage from getting through. Still just chonking our way through there. Got him chonking there, bud. And keep our fighters on theirs. Well, keep our fighters on their bombers. Again, not a very fighter-focused faction. We do have some fighter options. We haven't done all the fighter and bomber passes for Thrawn's Revenge yet, so doing the complements for ships. We did it for Fall of the Republic. Fall of the Republic was being put into beta first. It's one of the main things that remains before we can get into beta with Thrawn's Revenge. There's a few other things to still do, but it's not... it's typically not stuff that's going to be a huge deal to finish during the beta phase. Whereas the fighter and bomber loadouts on ships are obviously a much bigger part of balance because we need to change the pricing, we need to change the pop cap, all that kind of stuff. Alright, get over there. And start heading towards the shipyard still. Thank you for waiting patiently, Star Galleon. You're a very good Pathfinder for us, and we thank you for your service. Alright. Hopefully we don't get Lumaya killed by some Bothans. But it seems likely at this point. The Wookiees nearly killed her, the Bothans are going to nearly kill her. There's a lot of different species in this area that are sympathetic to the rebels. You got your Bothans, you got your Wookiees, you got your Twi'leks that are generally like 1 or 2 jumps away from each other. Obviously, Ryloth isn't in this map, but if it were, we'd have even more opportunities for Lumaya to die. Okay. Trade port's dead. All that other stuff's dead. Our stuff, not dead. Those are the crucial stats you need to keep track of. How dead is your stuff versus everyone else's stuff? And if it's less dead than everyone else's stuff, you're doing alright. Alright, what are we going to have at Commodore? What else can we build? I don't think they actually had a chance to launch the attack. So, I don't think we're actually being threatened right now. Let's get a bounty hunter. Which bounty hunter are we gonna get? Unless they're all taken already. But I think that's actually set to lock if they're all taken now. Once we got the petroglyph patch, we could lock for other factions. So good. So useful. There's so much stuff that we wouldn't be able to do right now if not for that patch, and I love it. Alright, let's go north with these guys. We're gonna avoid the Both and heavy areas. But I think we do want to build a turret there. Bring in some transports, some HRVs, and some tanks. Juggernaut. We'll have more infantry with the next landing zone we take. Here, you just go for those. I think we want anti-infantry for this. Yeah. Now you can get in that. You also are going to be anti-infantry. Got the little lights coming off the top. Oh crap. Is that capturable? No, that's a regular one. Alright, we might need to keep these guys here. And you can boost over that way. Okay, Lumaya, stay on the infantry. You can drop out your guys. And then we're gonna try to take that landing zone. Let's just get her over to that. We'll get our vehicles farther in the back. Is that Chewbacca? That's Chewbacca. You can't have my vehicles, please. I said you can't have my vehicles. Everyone just kill Chewbacca, please. Please? Yeah, he's not in a great place. Oh, Jesus. Well, good job with that. Is he getting away? He's getting away. Alright, let him get away. Lumaya, get that. And then we're gonna get the turbo laser there. Or the shield gen. Power gen. Not shield gen. Okay, Lumaya, you can kill him. They're all coming in. Well, we got the other landing zone. There's Han. I think we can actually get into here. Unless they've built an AA turret. We've shut down the turbo lasers. Well, let's try to support them. Okay, good job, Lumaya. You killed all of them. Take cover. We're getting into the base. Alright, this is a kind of dangerous place for you, but you should be able to smack stuff to death still. I don't want to buy any field bases because I think we'll be okay without it. We're still trying to save up some money. Alright, what's that? That's anti-vehicle again. We don't have our vehicles over there, so that's okay. And what company is that? That's REC? Okay, let's start moving down here so we can support them. No, don't attack that turbo laser turret. It's already dead. Oh, wait for me. Alright, REC first. I probably should go for the barracks first, to be honest. What's that? That's an AV turret. Going for the AV club. And bombard them. For some reason I thought it was one of the HRVs that died up there. At the landing zone, but it was one of the RTTs, was it? Yeah, because we dropped 2 companies, I think. Alright, ignore the Bothans, just come destroy the field base. In barracks. Okay, we don't even need to worry about the Bothans. They're gonna come up behind us, but we've got so many people up here. Just kill the rest of their forces, and there we go. Yeah, I don't think they ever got to launch that attack. I think it's just ours now. Okay. So as soon as that's done, at least they're not going to be able to send any ground units. So we can actually send to Vera in after the Viscount. And then we don't need Pterodok down here. So we can send him up this direction. Which will also mean we can go up to Bandamir and Chazwa. I'm going to try to encircle the core a little bit. If we go to Chazwa or even Yinkor, then they still don't have an extra path in before we go for any of these other planets. Maybe we'll even take Nokkuzor. We'll come in from the same direction as the New Republic. We'll do this lore styles. As you can see on my upcoming video on Corey's database. I'm plugging too much stuff today, I'm sorry. But I am doing an animation of the assault on Coruscant, the path to Coruscant. So I should plug it. It'll be cool. And I will even drop in our interdictor. We don't want them getting away. Or do we want us getting away? I think we may want us getting away. Okay, well, I think our best bet is actually going to be to destroy all of their other ships first. And we'll save power to weapons for the Viscount. Because we have a much bigger fleet than them. Alright. Power to weapons on that. And then fighters deal with their bombers. Wait, I should have clicked the other thing for you. And we'll get in there and we'll try to use the interference ability as well. Okay. It is a capital shipyard, so they're going to get more assault frigates in defense. Just means it's probably better at this point to focus on the Viscount itself. I think there were some questions about what these were, the clutch squadrons. They're a kind of ugly-ish fighter. It's a pirate fighter associated with the Invids. I forget if the wings were built for them or if they were like a true ugly. But they are basically a TIE variant.
What do you want?
Primarily with Tavira's pirate group. Actually, will the tooltip say? Yeah. Let's see. Created originally for Leone of Tavira's Invid gang, the clutch was intended to disable freighters and convoy escort fighters on raids. An ugly reconfiguration of the parts of a tie-in, with the only additions being a shield generator and ion cannons. Seen as successful enough for other groups and individuals to recreate. Individuals to recreate. Here we go. Reading helps. That was your not common enough PSA from YouTubers to actually read tooltips. It's much harder to do it when doing a Let's Play, because stopping to read stuff is often frowned upon. Oh crap. Oh crap. They still can't get through it.
A pirate's life suits me. How fun.
Alright, we've really got to hurry this up so we can turn around and kill the other stuff. Please.
A pirate's
Tavira, go up to the front. That.
Well, of course you want to speak
Okay.
to me.
Now, take them out. We're not going for the golem yet. We gotta stay on those. But this Tector is gonna be our assault frigate dealer with her.
A pirate's life suits me.
Before she just takes the brunt of all of it. Okay, now on to the next one. You're still good.
The Invidious is mine to command.
Okay, we're almost to the shields there. And let's switch to this one.
Well, of course you want to speak to me.
You are okay on this side.
What do you want?
The Altor is possibly not okay on this side, though. Oh, okay. That's a lot of damage you're doing there. Please stop.
I get to watch them die.
Team, please. Okay, let's focus on this ISD first. We can reduce the damage fastest that way. They're coming in from that side, though. Viscount did a lot of damage to that. Alright, now onto this one. No! How dare you? Now we're in a lot more trouble.
This life suits me.
I mean, we're really not in that much trouble. Because it's almost
Of
over.
course you want to speak to me.
But our strike cruisers are going to be a lot more vulnerable.
Admiral Tavira here. What do you want?
Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. We just gotta get into the goal one.
How fun!
Alright, I think we've killed all the garrisons from it at least.
What do you want?
We might want to Vera to tank. Well, she's gonna get there before anything else anyways.
Reporting in.
Because some of these guys have lost their engines.
Link active.
Cruiser ready. Commander on deck. Helm.
We're gonna need another Altor.
Awaiting your orders.
What do you want?
Or some smaller fleet tenders at least.
Sir. Awaiting your command.
Okay, your shields are coming back.
Admiral
But
Tiberius.
we need all these guys in with powered weapons
Stations on standby.
to get through the shields as quickly as possible there.
Form up. Target the lasers. Roger that. Fire. Holding fire for
How
maximum
fun.
effect.
Cruiser ready.
Gun them down. Interceptor squad reporting. Dive squadrons.
Well, of course you want to speak to me.
Okay. Now we should break through this a lot better. We have 3 squadrons of bombers there, because it's a double squadron and a single. That's a good amount of damage still.
Awaiting orders. Open.
And we got the powder weapons still coming on the strike cruisers. One of them I'm a little bit worried about. Arjun is going to be a problem. Havoc, you fought the rogues and lost. And Hammer. Havoc is going to be showing up in that video I mentioned as well on Datapad. What synergy there is between all the content.
Direct fire at their
A
laser.
pirate's life suits me.
Alright. We got the Golan.
Awaiting intercepting. Attacking target.
Well, of course you want to speak to me. Who doesn't?
Increase power to weapons.
Admiral Tiberius here. What do you want?
Yeah, definitely no more garrisons for them. And... oh, wait, never mind. They still have the CR-90s. Soon they will not have the CR-90s. Kill that, kill that. Nice interior deck plating. One of my favorite, like, small things we've done in the last few years is that plating for the death clones.
I would apologize.
Bob did a really good job on that one.
But you've never
And then Rhino's done a really good job putting it on stuff.
Increase power to weapons.
One of the many areas of the mod where I have basically no direct input. Like, I don't work on that stuff at all, so no one should ever give me credit for that kind of thing. Just don't want to turn it into one of those weird, like, Peter Molyneux situations where weird jerks take credit for everyone else's work. Because they're like the lead designer or some bullshit. But either way, that is going to do it for today's episode. Hope you have enjoyed our first Altor loss. Very sad stuff. If that had been over an ion cannon, that would have been even scarier. But we're going to be able to take Chardaan next episode as we move in on the south side here, and probably even start moving in for Chazwa Yinkor and Nakivzor next time. We can probably take all of these Imperial planets that they've kind of blitzed through before they've built up, and might be setting ourselves up for disappointment that way, but we'd also be setting ourselves up for not losing the legitimacy race. So, who did we get here, though? We got Vincolis. So that'll be another thing for us to recruit next time. It's not going to be the most powerful group because it is only 1,000 credits. The credit cost does correlate to the power of the units in it. So if you're getting an SSD, you're not paying 1,000 credits for it. You're paying basically the cost of the unit. But once again, we will be on Twitch today at 2 p.m. Eastern to play some Ariado Authority. The first episode of a new playthrough, showing off some more legitimacy stuff there as well. But thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.